Right, today we are talking about argument building. So similar to last time, okay? So today I want to go into some more detail. When you guys write an argument, what should you think about? What is important, okay? So let's begin. Did we do this last time? Do you remember this? Main conclusion, yes? All remember? So let's just remember, let's recap. So recap. Oops, this is not a good color, is it? Let's try again. So recap. So recap is summary from last week, okay? So we are looking at how do we write an argument so we can make a main conclusion. Some conclusion, some 결론, some conclusion we are trying to prove. So we are saying this, and then main conclusion, something you believe, okay? Maybe not true, but it's your thought. So in this case, girls are smarter than boys. This one is true. I'm joking. But anyway, this is an opinion, yes? Everybody understand so far? Remember this from last week, yeah? Take some time to write that. Give you a couple minutes. So a conclusion. Make sure all of you understand what conclusion is. If you do not understand, remember, put your hand up. SJ, explain again. I don't care. If I have to explain 100 times, that's okay. But we have to understand, okay? So every argument, every essay we write must have a conclusion, okay? Something that we prove. Everybody okay so far? Good. Right. Everybody finish writing. Give me a thumbs up. Let Catherine go. Good. Okay. So what is the difference? We have a conclusion that we want to prove. So we have to think about what is the difference? Strong argument, weak argument. Okay. What is the difference between these two? How do we know when we read something? How do you know this is a really, really good piece of writing, or this is not very good? I don't like this. This is not strong. I don't believe it. Okay. So when the argument is weak, a weak argument always has either some flaw or some weakness. Are we okay so far? Let me explain what this is, okay? This is a new word, right, guys? Nobody knows flaw? Flaw is something wrong, okay? So if you see a painting of a tree and the leaves, like the leaves are pink. Oh, actually, you can get pink trees. Forget that. If the leaves are, I don't know, bad example. If you draw a painting of a pig and the pig is black, oh, you can get black pigs. Oh, these examples are not good, guys. But okay, so anyway, a flaw, something wrong, okay? So you read an argument, you read a sentence, and you think, hey, that's not right, okay? A weakness, guys, a weakness is a little bit different. A weakness means something that makes the argument less believable. So that means not wrong. Flaw is something wrong. Weakness is, oh, okay, not the best. That makes me kind of think, why? Why would you say that? Right, so I'll let you write. Catherine, can you tell me the difference? Do you understand the difference between a flaw and a weakness?
I think the flaw is the wrong and the wrong thing, but the weakness is the it is not wrong, but it is hard to believe.
Good, good. Excellent, fantastic. I'm very happy with that. That's good understanding. Everybody understand, yes? So flaw, I read your argument, I say, no, do it again, wrong. Weakness, I say, isn't there a better argument? That's the difference, okay? Right, are we ready to move on? Let's look at an example, yes? Right. So, all good arguments, they should say, when I say A, B, C, guys, what I mean is sentence A, sentence B, and then C. So this, then this, then this. Correct order. I'll show you an example. You'll understand what I mean when you see the example, okay? Or A, sentence A plus sentence B equals some sentence C, okay? So when you write, you should think about sentence A as A, then B, then C. Have I said A, C, B? That's wrong, isn't it? So if you make an argument and it's A, then C, then B, no, that is not good, okay? Or if you say A plus B equals B or something. Does that make sense? So everything has to make sense when you do your writing. It's like math, okay? In math, 2 plus 2 is 4, okay? Not 2 plus 4 is 2, right? In English as well, in argument, critical thinking, essay writing, always think good arguments must be correct, okay? So when something is wrong, when there is a flaw, there is something wrong with your sentence order or your sentence combination. I know this is a bit confusing, but does that make sense, David? It's okay so far? I think when you see the example, I think you'll understand. So I'm going to ask you a question in a second. Are we okay to move on? Here we go. Right. So let's look at this example, okay? David, can you read this sentence for me, please? Can you read this one?
Ted is taller than Jim. Jim is taller than Meg. So Ted is taller than Meg.
Okay. So, is this correct or not correct? Is there a flaw or no flaw?
No.
No flaw, right? Good. Okay. So this is the correct order. A plus B equals C. Okay. So this one here, Ted is taller than Jim. We know that. That is a fact. Jim is taller than Meg. We also know that. That is a fact. Equals, then we know Ted must also be taller than Meg. Okay? So this is a very simple example. So we can have much more complicated ideas. We can say something like economics, too much borrowing causes, so we can say borrowing causes big debts. When we have large debts, the economy is in danger. So lots of borrowing means the economy is in trouble. Do you understand? So same idea, more complicated, more simple, but the idea is the same. So let me write it here. So something like borrowing lots of money from the bank creates debt. Lots of debt means the economy is in danger. So borrowing means the economy is in danger. Does that make sense? So this is the same concept. Ted is taller than Tim. Borrowing lots of money creates debt. Yeah, lots of debt. Jim is taller than Meg. Lots of debt means the economy, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so something plus something equals conclusion. This is the best and most simple argument structure. So when you guys are writing, we will do an example later. You should always use this kind of structure, okay? Aiden, can you read this sentence for me now, please? Ted's this one.
Ted likes to wake up on. Ted enjoys all sports. Ted should join the sixth football team.
Good. Okay. So this is a little bit different to the first example, but similar, right? So in this one, we're saying 2 points, 2 separate points. Ted is waking up early. He likes the morning. Ted enjoys football and things like that. Ball sports is like football, cricket, tennis, anything with a ball. So our conclusion is we recommend Ted joins the 6 a.m. football team. Okay. So Aiden, does that make sense to you? How is this argument? Good or bad? Not sure? Okay, before you answer then, let me put another example underneath and you tell me which one's better. So we've got everybody look at this, yeah? So Ted likes to wake up early. Ted likes some sports. Ted join. Which one is better, Aiden? Which one is stronger, this one or this one? Say again?
Yeah.
First one or second?
Second.
Why? Why do you think the second one is better? Before you answer, sorry, what does everybody else think? First or second? Moses, first or second?
I think first sentence is better than second sentences.
Okay, Catherine?
I think the first sentence is better than second sentence.
Okay, and David?
I think the first sentence is better than second
Okay.
sentence.
You sound a bit less sure, but okay. Right, Aiden, the first sentence is better. You tell me why. Why is the first sentence better? Why is it stronger? Let's do it together. So there's different sentences here. In this one, we say, Ted enjoys ball sports, so anything with a ball, right? Here, Ted likes some sports, right? So why is this one better?
This first sentence.
Hmm.
This enjoys all sport was better than uses some sports, like some sports.
Yes, it is always better because some sports is too general, okay? When you guys do your writing, sometimes you write something so what we call general, like this style, yeah? Some sports. That is not good, never good. Always specific is always better, okay? So if you want to write a strong argument, you should always write specific, number one. And then number two, do not assume too much. Do you guys know what this word means here? Assume. Moses, are you familiar with this word, assume?
I don't know the meaning of the words of assume.
Okay, so then stay there. Let me give you some explanation and then you tell me, in this case, what is the assumption, okay? Assume basically means when you're writing, you think somebody reading your writing has the same brain. So basically, what you think, I think. You just assume that. You don't think, oh, maybe they have different thoughts. Maybe that is not the same thinking. You just think, my thinking, same as everyone else. That is what you call assuming. Assume. Okay? So in this case, we are assuming Ted likes what? Which one is the conclusion sentence in this sentence?
Pardon me?
Which one is the conclusion Sentence 1, 2, 3. Which one is the conclusion?
I had some problems on my headset. I can't
Oh,
hear
no.
your voice exactly.
Oh, you can't hear me? Can you hear me now? Is there anything you can do? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I said out in this paragraph, Ted likes to wake up early, Ted likes some sports, Ted should join the 6 a.m. football team. Which one is the conclusion?
Conclusion.
Mm-hmm. One of these sentences is conclusion, right? Which one?
Can I ask the meaning of the words of conclusion?
Of course. Let's go back. So this is the conclusion, the opinion you are trying to prove, something you want everybody to agree, okay? So in this top one, this is our conclusion. I want you to agree with me. Hey, listen to me. Ted is taller than Meg. This is my opinion, okay? So in this sentence, I want to say, hey, listen to me. Which one? Which sentence?
Part. Ted should join the 6 a.m.
Exactly, yeah? This is my opinion. I am saying Ted should join this team, okay? And then my argument, this is my argument here. Why do I think that? Well, A, Ted likes to wake up early. 2, Ted likes some sports. So, my opinion, Ted should join this 6 a.m. football team. That is the conclusion. Does everybody understand this one here, yeah? Now, the assumption, the reason number 2 is worse is because we assumed football is one of the sports that Ted likes. Maybe not though, right? Maybe Ted only likes ice skating, basketball, and tennis. He hates football. Yeah? That is an assumption. This sentence, we already know Ted enjoys ball sports. Football is a ball sport. So Ted definitely likes football. Do you understand? Aiden, is that understanding? Is that confusion? What do you think? I need you to explain it to me. So tell me, why is 1 better than 2?
One is better than 2.
Why?
One is
Still a bit unsure?
Yeah.
This is very difficult, guys. It's new and it's difficult, so please don't worry. We're going to do this a lot more. Catherine, can you have a go? Do you understand? Can you tell me why 1 is better than 2?
The reason the first sentence is better than 2 is the first sentence is more accurate than second sentence.
Good, good. And exactly, can you explain a bit more for everybody else? So what do you mean by more accurate? Which part is more accurate?
The first sentence tells about what sport the Ted enjoy, but the second sentence did not tell what sports the Ted like.
Excellent, very good. Okay. Does that make sense for all of you guys? Yeah? Sentence 1, it tells us exactly. It tells us Ted likes anything where you have sports and a ball. So we can trust. Second sentence is not clear. He likes some sports, but darts is a sport. There's so many sports. It's just not clear. Understand? Let's look at some more examples, guys. I think that may be the easiest way is look at an example. Okay, but before we do that, we have to look at some more examples of the weakness, okay? So we already know 2 flaws. Number 1 is the order is wrong. Second one is this one. assuming some information that might not be true. This is what we just talk about, okay? So, David, read this sentence for me. Read this paragraph. Read this, yeah.
Elephants like living in small spaces. Zoos are small. Zoos are good for elephants.
Okay, so for all of you guys, you should know the order is good, yeah? So we've got A, we've got B, and so we said C. That part is okay, right? The one that is wrong, the problem with this is this sentence. This is not true, okay? This is wrong. Elephants like big spaces, okay? So that is the problem with this argument. That one is this, assuming some information, something that is not true. Is that okay, guys? So same in this one is not good enough, okay? So one weakness is, one of the argument is not very good. Are we okay so far? Yeah, sure. Good, good. Okay. Second problem, cause and correlation. Moses, do you know these words? From maths, do you guys know these? Probably not, right?
No, I don't know this word's meaning.
So if I ask you the question, Moses, what causes people to grow taller? Well, I should say children, right? Because people, only children. Right, what causes children to grow taller? What is the answer to this question? Can you try and guess? So this is the same at what makes children grow taller. What do you think makes children taller?
Just to go early time to sleeping is cause to make children to grow taller.
Sleeping a lot. What else?
And then to take enough food and enough like a vitamin, protein.
Excellent. Anything else?
Calcium.
Yep.
And then children should do enough exercise.
Good.
Or to grow muscle or bone.
Okay, good. Yeah. So very simple. That is what causes. Yeah. So in this case, sleep causes taller. This causes taller. This causes taller. Right? Everybody okay? Now correlation is a bit different. All right. So if I tell you the MZ generation, that's you guys, right, is the tallest generation in since, you know, in Korea, let's say, yeah? That is true, isn't it? And then if I also say the MZ generation use Instagram the most out of all generations. It's the tallest generation out of all generations. Now, the reason that you think, Moses, that eating enough food means people are taller is because people who eat more are taller, right? Everybody agrees, yeah? However, sometimes we have this wrong cause that your generation uses Instagram the most. You are also the tallest. Does this mean using Instagram makes you grow? Is that true or not, Moses?
Maybe this is not true because information do not cause children to make taller.
Exactly. So using Instagram makes children grow. Is this true or not? Not true, right? But this relationship is true. It is true that your generation uses the most Instagram and also you're the tallest. That is true. but this conclusion is not true, right? So that is the second type of weakness. Very, very common. Somebody will say, well, this causes this, but actually, no, not true. Look at this example. David, can you read this example for me? This one here.
The second one or first one?
One, please.
Switzerland has the most Nobel Prize winners and also eats the most chocolate person in the world.
So David, sorry to stop you. This is actually a word. This means for every one person, per person. Just read it like that.
Eating chocolate makes you smart.
Okay, Aiden, can you tell me what does this paragraph mean? What do these sentences mean?
This means when we eating the chocolate, we makes you smart because the chocolate contains like a protein, and it makes from cacao roots.
Can you say again? Sorry, that wasn't very clear. Say again.
The chocolate contains the protein.
Is that so? Basically, you think, Aiden, that this is correct? You think this is true?
Do
you think eating chocolate equals Nobel Prize? You know what Nobel Prize is, right? Do you know what Nobel Prize is?
Prizes.
Do you guys know what this is? The Nobel Prize.
No.
Oh, you don't know this? Catherine, do you know this? What is it? Oh, you don't know either. Oh, Moses, do you know this?
Yes, I know this.
Can you explain what it is for everybody? In English?
Nobel Prize is a prize to choose a person who find a new thing about the science or or other information about the math or like a space.
Yeah, good. Exactly. So every year, is it every year? I think it's every year, isn't it? Every year they give Nobel Prizes for physics, for economics, for biology, for chemistry, for medicine, for peace prize. So this is one person in the world gets the prize to say you have done the most for this subject ever. It's the highest prize you can get. It pretty much is the kind of greatest achievement any academic, any studying person can achieve, okay? And Switzerland has the most. Switzerland has so many Nobel Prize winners. I don't know if Korea has any Nobel Prize winners. They probably, I think Ban Ki-moon, do you know who that is? Maybe he got one? No, I'm not sure. But anyway, he's an important guy. But does everybody understand Nobel Prize? Just amazing prize for very, very, very clever people, okay? So basically, this sentence is saying very, very clever people, the most in Switzerland. Switzerland also eats the most chocolate. So chocolate causes Nobel Prize winning. So do you agree or disagree? What do you think? True or false? Aiden, tell me now. Do you think that this is true, this paragraph?
No.
No, yeah? This is definitely not right. You can have two numbers together, but the result is not true. This is this one. Cause and correlation is wrong. Got it? Now this paragraph actually, for interesting, last year, one of my students, he was applying to Oxford, and the question in the interview that he got was this question exactly. So Switzerland has Nobel Prize winners. Look at this graph. Tell me, do you think this is true? And that was the interview question. Okay. So this kind of skill, critical thinking of, you do not have to believe it. Just because I write it, don't believe me. If I say something, always ask why. Are you sure? Is that right? I'm not sure. Yeah. The most clever people always ask why, and they always say, I don't know, if they don't know. Okay. So anyway, this one is wrong cause and correlation. This argument, not good. Understand?